Troy, talk us through your morning. It was quite a battle that you had going on in that first stage with Scott Pedder beating you, but then you've managed to claw it back since his crash in the next three stages.
Yeah, we set a goal to keep it tidy, to be honest, and that was very much our strategy for the morning, and that worked. Turns out the conditions required that. I mean, it was very slippery and yeah, just tricky morning. 70% wet, 30% dry, and you wouldn't believe it here because down at the foothills where we are now, where we finished the loop, it's dry, but up the top, it's 800 metres higher than here, and it was very wet.
Now, were you expecting to get that challenge from Scott on that first stage? We do know how quick he is as a former champion.
Yeah, I was expecting it, to be honest. You know, this is his home rally, and we all know how fast he is. He's got a swag of WRC2 experience, so yeah, it was just good to see him back and good to see him in a car again, and I hope this isn't his last rally.
And how do you change it up for the next passes this afternoon?
It's going to be difficult because we just don't know what the weather's doing up here, so we'll have to keep an eye on the radar and make a decision at service as to what our setup is for the afternoon.
Quinny, a lot trickier in there than maybe you thought in recce.
Yeah, that third stage was a bit of a shocker for me. I tell you what, I reckon I drove like a bloke that uses silicon, that's for sure. But yeah, no, it was tough. I really drove badly in there, and then that last one wasn't too bad. But to get through 4 stages unscathed is the first rally this year.
It's got a smile on your face, and only 2 off Harry in this stage, so finding your feet by the looks of it.
Yeah, for sure. We don't know what happened in the first one, but yeah, it'll be right. We're here for the long game, mate.
It's must be confidence-inspiring to, like you said, just have a trouble-free morning so far.
It's fair to say that my confidence is pretty low at the moment after Queensland. Most drivers struggle with driving confidence. Mine is just getting the car right. So once I'm over that bit, I'll start working on my confidence for driving.
Perfect time for a long game, mate. Hang in there.
Hooroo.
Lewis, it sounds like those conditions are a bit trickier out there than you were perhaps expecting this morning. Talk us through it.
Yeah, very tricky. Stage 1 was completely dry. Stage 2 was slippery. Stage 3 was horrendous. Yeah, unfortunately, start of stage 2, I made a mistake. It was quite a big error, but we got away with it. Took too much on the inside and smacked a massive rock, and yeah, bent something, and we're nursing it. So yeah, I'm happy to get back to service.
You've got some damage on the right front there. Is that what you're talking about with that close call?
Yeah, so we got a bit of damage to the right front. I'm not sure what we've done. I think we've popped out the right front drive shaft or something, and I'm getting really bad pad knock off, but I'm glad to get through.
How you going in there, mate? It's been a bit of a struggle by the looks.
Mate, there's some yeah, treacherous stuff in there, that's for sure. It's pretty slippery in places, but it's good fun. It's surprising. There's quite a bit of grip in places, and then there's none in others. So as long as you get, you know, those bits right, it's not too bad. But definitely plenty of ways to come unstuck.
Is it hard to read those slippery bits on the road, or is it fairly obvious where those bits are?
No, it's pretty obvious that they just come up on you quick, and then you got to deal with it. So yeah, no, it's you know, first time for us here, first time notes. So we're probably being a bit cautious with some of our notes, but hey, we're still there in one piece, so I'll take it.
Absolutely. Lots of cars coming through with bumper damage and stuff. Is that through dips or compressions or cutting corners?
It'll be from corners. Yeah, there's a fair bit of overhang, and then some rocks and stuff that come out sometime on the inside of some of the slower corners. So quite easy just to snag one of those. We lost a side mirror on one of the trees that's sort of coming through. So there's plenty of stuff that's close to the action, which is great.
The cars are obviously feeling good after Queensland. The repairs have gone well.
Yeah, Pete and the boys did a great job. Cars absolutely mint. So these things are built to be crashed and repaired, and yeah, it was pretty minor in the scheme of things, I think, but still fair to work for the boys.
Troy, the car looks in good shape, but we understand you had a puncture earlier?
Yeah, it was a tough loop. We got a puncture, but I'm not sure how. We didn't really hit anything. So yeah, it was just sort of took it easy the last few stages. You know, tried to save the tyres because we only had one spare, so it wasn't really worth the risk to push and potentially get another puncture. So yeah.
And how are you finding this brand new car?
Yeah, I'm just learning as we go. I haven't had a lot of testing in it, so it's a lot different to what we've driven in the past. So but yeah, having a lot of fun so far.
Do you think you've got some more to find this afternoon, and you can extract more from yourself and the car?
Yeah, there's heaps more in it still. It's just learning the car and figuring out what it's going to do in certain situations. But yeah, it's just some challenging conditions out there, so I don't want to try and put a mark, but it's definitely not brand new anymore.
Andy, been a fast-paced rally so far for you this morning?
I'm not sure, has it?
haven't seen any times. But no, the roads are awesome. I mean, the first two were completely different to the second two. The second two were a lot slipperier. But we made a few little changes to the car, and it's completely different. It's great. It's really good, but it's I've got to relearn it again. So take me a couple more stages. But yeah, it feels great.
And it seems like you're almost out of breath a little bit there. It's obviously taking a bit of energy out of you.
I'm not the fittest bloke in the top 10, Dino, that's for sure.
Well, it doesn't show on the stage times, mate. You'll have a look at service, no doubt. It's been a good, strong start for you. And like you said, even though you're learning, you must be really gaining confidence every kilometre.
Yeah, same story. We're still going to cruise along this year and find our confidence with it.
Alex, you had quite a hairy start to the rally with your spin at the spectator point on SS4. How's it been since then?
Yeah, there was a bit going on before the start, so I just lost focus a little bit. And then we bent the front left a little bit, probably a couple Ks after that, but it's been a good run besides that. Really fast roads. Yeah, car's good besides the bent front left, so yeah, just need to keep pressing on, keep it tidy. Obviously a couple cars going off already, so enduro event, we need the kilometres, but yeah, it's feeling good. A little bit slippery on that third one, which is tricky, but yeah, roads are fast, a lot of fun.
Do you think that front left is something you can tune up in service and get right for this afternoon?
Yeah, the boys will definitely get it fixed in service, so it was putting me off a little bit, but we found some good rhythm in that one. I was pretty happy. I think we've made a decent step forward, and the car's definitely coming to me, so yeah, really happy with the morning.
Daniel, 4 stages down. Tricky out there for everybody.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We got there. I think just saying to John, at least we did better than last year through stage 3. We got through that one, and what a beautiful stage that is too.
Saying it's inconsistent in road surface, but you still enjoyed it.
It's rallying, hey. I mean, we're just not normal people. But yeah, good day. Happy to have got through the first loop now.
And that's the thing, you get to reset now, you get to repeat this afternoon. That helps with someone like yourself who's still very new to this sport. Is that sort of something you'll do? You'll take on board everything from this morning, absorb it, and then execute this afternoon?
Yeah, there's a saying that Uncle Tolly always says, which is they don't hand prizes halfway through the rally. They get to the end of it and continue to gain that experience. And I think it's for all of us. We all go to massive efforts to get here. And yeah, there's nothing gained being on the side of the road. And having been there myself many times, that is awfully heartbreaking. So I'm glad we got through this loop, and we'll try and keep it on the road for the weekend.
Jamie, how's your morning been so far?
Yeah, really good. Enjoying these roads. They're very fast and yeah, going good. Happy with our times.
Sounds like the stages are quite a bit different to what people were expecting, quite a bit trickier. Have you found that?
Yeah, for sure. I think just the bit of damp weather has made it a bit tricky. So first stage was dry as a bone, so that was really good. But these ones got to be a little bit cautious because there's a lot of wet patches.
Is the car mechanically sound? I remember you were having some issues, particularly in Gympie. Is it all going well so far?
Yeah, all going well. I just need to take it back to the bloke that did the wheel alignment, which is me, because one of the tyre rods come loose. But that's all we've had go wrong so far.
84 down. How's it been going?
Yeah, getting through them. The start of that and the last one was pretty slippery, which dented the confidence a bit, but we had a pretty good run through the first two, and looks like we're doing all right so far with the times as well.
Are you focused on overall, on the production, or just getting through? What are you focusing on? What's your energies about?
Just mainly the production, I guess. Like, at other rounds, if we get the overall, that's a bonus, but it's always just managing the production cup and just trying to come away with good points for that.
And you learn, I mean, you weren't even supposed to be at round 2, let alone round 3, and now you're here at round 4, learning all the time. What are you making of the Victorian road so far?
They're not too bad. I did a couple of Victorian rounds a few years back, and they're very similar, and it's almost feels like home here to me.
Steve, it's a tight battle for that production cup. How's it gone for you for the first 4 stages this morning?
Very frustrating, actually. Yeah, we lost 5th gear in the first half of the first stage, so I feel like I'm driving a truck, doing a bit of double clutching around the place, but no, we got into a bit of a groove on that last 2. It's fun. They're awesome stages, a bit of a roller coaster ride, really.
How are you finding the roads? We've heard that they're quite a bit different from what people were expecting.
Yeah, they were. Like this morning stages, or the first 2 stages were really good, but that 3rd stage got quite slippery in there, and it definitely wasn't like that in Recce.
Morning, Peter. Looks like you got a smile on your face.
Yeah, mate. Awesome roads. The first stage was one of the best stages I've done, but yeah, these last couple have been really slippery and technical. So really testing both of us. So yeah, we're definitely awake now.
And you get to go and repeat them, of course. You're going to service now. Is that helpful to go into them this afternoon, knowing now what you're dealing with?
Yeah, 100%. I think we'll probably push a little bit more on the first 1 or 2, but yeah, definitely need to. The third one there was so slippery. you know, we spun once, so we cooled it down a little bit after that, but got away with it.
Justin, 4 stages under your belt. How have they been?
The last 2 were hectic, but a hell of a lot of fun. I actually much prefer them in the wet than the dry. Keeps us on our toes, but we're still dialing in. Tracy and I are getting used to each other, but we're having a blast. Those roads were awesome.
How's the car been for you?
The car's been fantastic, absolutely brilliant. I've still got a lot to learn in it before I can fully push it, but it's going incredibly well.
Spoke to you at the start of the day, mate, and said you got a lot to learn and still getting kilometres in this car. How's it been so far on these first 4?
Yeah, it's been a bit of everything this morning. The stages are unreal. The third stage is very slippery. But yeah, it's all about learning and it's going really well. Having a ball.
What makes it so enjoyable?
Oh, just the high speed is good, and when you get it right, it's just a perfect fielding, and Larry's doing a great job, so we're gelling well.
You get to repeat them this afternoon. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a couple of notes we've changed, and hopefully we can improve on the times.
Car, faultless at the moment. Anything to fix and service?
Unreal. It's an absolute weapon. Yeah, much more than I can do. So.
Dean, it's been a really consistent and smooth-looking morning for you so far, on paper at least. Has it been that way from the driver's seat?
Yeah, look, to be honest, I haven't looked at any times at all. I've just been trying to push on as hard as I can. So, but had a great couple of stages, yeah, really good.
Well, car's looking tidy, so that must be a good thing on the stages that sound like they've been pretty tricky.
Yeah, it means I've got more to go. If I haven't hit anything yet, so we'll push on the second loop. So here we go.
What are you going to be looking for this afternoon?
More speed. Simple.
In yourself or the car?
Myself, yeah. The car's good. Just got to push harder.